Hello, ladies. We're back with another day of the Morning Miracles Challenge. It's day 6, and today we're going to hear from Melissa Collins, who's going to read about your fears. I love this chapter, and although I don't consider myself a fearful person, I do have a lot of areas in my life where I know I could be praying about my worries and experience a better walk with Him, a more fulfilling life, and just walking out what God has promised is so powerful. So let's hear what Melissa has to read.
If I were your enemy, I'd magnify your fears, making them appear insurmountable, intimidating you with enough worries until avoiding them becomes your driving motivation. I would use anxiety to cripple you, to paralyze you, leaving you indecisive, clinging to safety and sameness, always on the defensive because of what might happen. When you hear the word faith, all I'd want you to hear is unnecessary risk.
Thank you so much, Melissa. You can see the sun is starting to rise here. Ladies, the enemy does not want me to read this to you. I've spilled tea on myself. I've been tripping over my words, but in the Lord, I will be sharing it with you anyway. We're talking about fear, and maybe you are a person who definitely sees where fear is tripping them up in life. Getting right into the Bible, in Exodus chapter 14, verse 13, Priscilla chose to highlight the story of the Hebrews escaping from Egypt. And this strategy that we find in fears is all about confronting your worries and claiming your calling. The way to get to your calling is confronting your worries. And how do we do that? In prayer. On page 108 of the Fervent book, Priscilla Shire confronts a friend who was spinning her wheels and not writing a book. This friend held a master's degree, was a college professor, and just an all-around really impressive person, but was stumbling on fear. Priscilla ends up saying to her friend, "Do it afraid." And I think that's the message that she has in her book for you. But let's see what God says and what Moses said. Moses did not say to the Hebrews, do not feel fear, but not to let it stop them. You can find Priscilla's rehashing of that story of those Hebrews leaving Egypt on page 110 of your Fervent book. So you have destiny that the enemy wants to keep you from. The prescription is still the same all these years later from when Moses led those Hebrews out of Egypt, and that is, do not be afraid. Because our God is fearless, we can be fearless too. I highlighted page 113, so let me go there. I think there's something I should read to you. In fervent prayer, we discover something. Our God is fearless, and because He is fearless, we can be fearless too. When His presence is with us and going before us, no Red Sea should faze us or give us pause. So despite your hesitation, say yes. Walk on, have faith, fear not. Fear is the antithesis of faith, it says. Now there's healthy fears, of course, but we're talking about the fears that are, they're not from God. Again, 2 Timothy verse 7 says, for God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So if you're not feeling power, love, and self-control, something else is going on. That is from the enemy. Be praying about it. Make your prayer strategy today, sisters, and dig in. Face those fears. The only way that works through prayer, call on the name of Christ, and you will be able to experience a new way where you're able to walk in power, love, and self-control. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for day 7 of the Morning Miracles Challenge. This is Laura Gabriel signing off. Bye.